Well, good afternoon. If you're just joining us, well, we do have temperatures still holding on to very cold conditions, single digits all the way up to the middle teens expected for our highs today. Then tomorrow we'll hold on to milder conditions as well as going into Saturday, but we have snow in the forecast as well. So let's get started. We'll let you see how that all plays out. But first, I'm concerned about the roadways still. They're a little bit slushy out there as we have plenty of sunshine right now, clear to partly cloudy skies to finish out the day. Those snowy roads and slick spots still are part of our forecast. Wind chills for the early afternoon are still lingering, but they'll dissipate as we go deeper into the middle portion of the afternoon. Visibility is not an issue. We will hold on to areas right by Menominee here, looking pretty good on the roadways, but it looks a little bit covered in some cases as they may have just finished plowing it or maybe just have more of that snow that they need to work on right now. We'll also get into the forecast where you're looking at Black River Falls. The roadways look pretty good there as well. There's a truck kind of moving pretty swiftly out there, so doing pretty well. We're looking at 11 degrees out there. It feels like it's -3 degrees for you. All right, that being said, we take a look at what's happening Thursday for today. We're looking at temperatures ranging from the single digits from 8 degrees to at least maybe 14 degrees in the forecast. We have those clear to partly cloudy skies, as I mentioned, and that happening is going to continue with the clouds lingering into sunshine or at least into clearing skies to finish out the evening going into the overnight hours. Then we'll pick up more clouds coming in as we finish out going into sunrise tomorrow. Mild conditions for Friday going into Saturday, as I've mentioned. Snow returns going into Friday and Saturday as well. Then a slight chance for Sunday going into Monday. Take a look there. The highs for, or I should say the overnights, you're looking at -10 to about maybe -2 to -4 in some locations. We'll pick up the wind chill tracker as we go through Friday going into the morning. It's going to be pretty gusty and cold out there. You can see in some cases -20 to at least down to 3 degrees, and that will continue as we finish out the mid-morning hours. High pressure does build in, but also this low pressure system is going to nudge more of that moisture up to the north, and as it does, well, we're slinging that snow into our forecast with another area of low pressure coming out of Canada. That's going to push more snow in the forecast and usher in the possibility of some of that snow getting pushed back into the region once we finish out in the noon hour going into the evening and overnight, where we could see a little bit of light flurries finishing out the night. We'll get into Friday for the 3 o'clock hour when we try to get a slight chance of snow moving down. By the evening commute, though, that snow becomes more prevalent and widespread, sticks to the ground and stays to the ground. We'll hold on to 10 o'clock doing the same thing and finishing out in the overnight hours till 3 in the morning. We start to see that demarcation line happening again with that slant going all the way up to the northeast, and eventually that's going to push more south as we get some of that drier air in the forecast as that high pressure and that low pressure start to work together and start to kind of clear out the skies a little bit as we finish out with that residual moisture, as I mentioned before, bouncing back from the east and working back towards the Mississippi River. We'll go into Friday, 5 o'clock. You're looking at least some increasing snow moving in the forecast, but it really ramps up through the evening commute on Friday going into the overnight hours where you're seeing snow really picking up. I'll push this out of the way for you so you can see a little bit more so. The possibility of 1 to 3 inches up to the north into the central portion here from all that blue you see to the darker blue, you're looking at least higher amounts getting into La Crosse now. Earlier it was only 4 to 8, but now we're looking at possibly about 7 to about maybe 10 to 11 inches of snow in the forecast. We'll also see down to the south doing the same, maybe about 3 to about 7 inches of snow. Highs for Friday, well, again, we're looking at widespread 20s in the forecast for you mostly, and as we finish out, you're going to see we leave the cold air, go into the mild air for Valentine's Day. Isn't that nice? And eventually we'll go into Saturday with the mild but holding on to early flurries, and then they'll edge out of the way. 20% chance for Sunday into Monday, and of course we see colder conditions in your forecast.
All right, just bundle up, I guess, right?
Yeah.
People have their love to keep them warm, as they say.
I'm all alone.
You've got us, all right.